5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from San Francisco, broadcasting around the world. You're listening to the Armon Wiggins Radio Show.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another video. So today's video topic, we got to talk about Joseline Hernandez, or Joseline's Cabaret. I don't know if you guys have been catching up with Joseline's Cabaret, but I have to be honest with you. The show is total trash programming, but trash programming that, I'm here for. I got to be honest with you. I'm here for the garbage television, okay? Now, this is on the Zeus network, and I'm not being sponsored by Zeus, although I should be, because I get a lot of people over there downloading and watching the show. But that's a conversation for another day. However, I've been keeping up with it. I forgot. I didn't do a review 2 weeks. I didn't do a review from the last week, but we'll catch you guys up today. You didn't really miss much, okay? Now, so let's just get into, let's get into it. So the show, to me, if we're really being honest, the show was trash. Okay, the show is garbage. The show, honestly, Black China show was better. However, Joseline Hernandez is so entertaining, it's ridiculous. She's a kiki, a hoot, and a holler, okay? First of all, you can't tell her anything. She thinks that she is Bill Gates in this mug. She thinks she is literally Mona Scott. Like, you can't, she walks around like, I'm just trying to give these girls an opportunity. I'm trying to give these girls a chance. These girls need to realize who I am. This is Joseline Hernandez's show. And in my mind, I'm like, what opportunity are you giving these girls? What are you doing for these girls? What is gonna come from this? Because the whole tea is, girl, you haven't even really done much for yourself. But it's no shade. Like, it's no shade. Like, I swear to God, it's no shade. I love Joseline Hernandez, but it's like, girl, what opportunity are you going to get these girls when the whole show is really, the whole cabaret in my mind is about Joseline Hernandez putting out her music that never sold. Okay, nobody's buying Joseline Hernandez music. No one is listening to Joseline Hernandez music. And from the looks of that tired ass music video, ain't nobody watching the Joseline Hernandez music video. That's why they had to put that shit in the show. But no, honestly, I like Joseline, but she's a kiki. She walks around there thinking that she is the creme de la creme. She's got these girls, and I feel bad for the girls, because the girls are a little bit, in my mind, the girls could be a little stronger, but they're a little weak-minded, because I get it. Joseline Hernandez is the bigger star. Here's an opportunity. We're going to film it. We're going to put you on TV. There's the app, whatever. You can get you some clout, get you some followers. It's just going to be a whole thing, and you can take it and, monetize off of it as you can. I understand it. But there is no way in heck I will be watching the show week in and week out with Joseline Hernandez calling me a B or a $2 hoe. Okay? It's ridiculous. And now, from the looks of it, they all are still friends. They all hang out. I haven't really I follow most of them on social media, but I don't see everything that's going on. But from the most of it, I think that they're all friends at this point, and I think that they all go and sit and watch the show together. I personally couldn't go watch the show after watching Joseline Hernandez disrespect the hell out of me like that, okay? Period. That's number one. But then number two, outside of that, Joseline, we still don't even know what the cabaret is. It all seems about you pushing your music. It really seems like Joseline is pimping these girls for her own benefit. Okay, and the girls still don't know how much they're getting paid. They don't know where the money is coming from. I don't even think there's a clear depiction of what the cabaret is, because the whole thing was there was supposed to be the cabaret, and the girls were, this was trying to put the girls in a light where they didn't have to take their clothes off. However, throughout the scenes, all you see is TNA. So I'm just like, who's really the pimp? Joseline Hernandez. This should be called Joseline and the Four Holes. Okay. It's good. They got about 3 sets that they film on. They film in the club. Joseline do her thing with her man, because, it's her reality show. okay? And then they might film at Daisy's apartment or one of Chastity's Airbnbs. That's it. Oh, and if she's being messy, she's gonna go over to the 304 stroll. Is that what it is? Where the girls be walking the street and she'll catch some tea there. But outside of that, it's not many set locations. It's really not a lot going on, but it's just a key because if you watch her, you couldn't tell her that this is not ratings gold or TV magic, and she won't be up for an Oscar. By the way, I think that Black China's show was up for an Oscar. That's why she was over at the Oscars. But that's a conversation for another day. But that show was good. That Black China tea, that was good. I'm not even gonna hold you. Black China, but the thing with Black China, hers was good because everybody was falling out. It was mess. I interviewed the whole cast. It was very, very tifo. It was a lot going on, and Black China's life in real life is a mess. This show is just more so, let's give Joseline Hernandez a spotlight. She hasn't been on TV in a long time, actually some years. We miss Joseline on TV. However, Joseline is not going to give us that energy that she gave us back when she came on Love and Hip Hop, what was it, 8 years ago? We're looking for that Joseline. She doesn't want to do that anymore, and that's just not the place that she's in, which I understand, but she's going to have to figure out some different programming. The Cabaret is not it. The Cabaret, it's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think it's going to stick. Not enough people are even talking about the show, in my opinion. And the characters, the storylines are just too basic, even though she's exploiting the heck out of these girls. Well, we'll get into that in a second. But the storylines are just not sticking enough. It kind of feels a little rehearsed, especially then when you see all the girls are friends. If you really want to spice it up, what you need to do is tell all the girls that, listen, when the show comes out, we cannot be friends. You're going to have to send some shady tweets. This one's going to have to tweet. Y'all going to beef. You're going to have to still keep the beef going on social media and be live tweeting about the show. Because if people are having their favorite characters and then we all go to Twitter and Instagram and you guys are having a laugh and giggly house party, it takes away from the reality of the reality show, even though the show has been filmed months ago. But still, you want to be in that moment. So if I go and I'm watching the show and I'm like, yeah, I can't stand Chastity, I can't stand Jade, then I go and see that Lucky and Chastity and Jade and Daisy and Joseline, they all laughing, having cocktails. I'm gonna be like, girl, I don't really want to have an opinion because all y'all is friends anyway, so it really don't even matter. So going forward, y'all need to, even if it's not real, you need to keep the shade up just so that the people can be a little bit more intrigued. I think that's why the people are not being so much intrigued, because with the Zeus network, although it's a cool thing, it's an app. So you're gonna have to get people to be drawn into it. And what's gonna get people to be drawn into it is the social media effect. Yes, Joseline Hernandez has some star power. However, Joseline Hernandez has not been on TV in a very, very long time. And her star is not that powerful. We still love you, Joseline, but I'm just saying, you're going to have to do a little bit more. And who knows, I could just be wrong. The show could be doing fantastic, and I could just be talking out of the side of my neck. However, I just don't see anyone that's talking about it. I personally feel like everybody is waiting for Joseline Hernandez to yank Chastity by that wig and slam her to the ground. That is when the blogs will start talking about it again, and then we'll see how Chastity reacts to that in that moment. All right, so anyway, outside of that part, then there's the part where Joseline Hernandez is she's trying to get married. I don't know if that was a setup for marriage boot camp or whatever, because she's like on 3 shows right now. But anyway, so she's trying to get married, and this is pretty funny. I like that her husband, the fiance, what's his name? Oh God, I don't even know his name. I'm so bad with names, but y'all know Joseline's man. I'm here for him. I like him. I think he balances her out well. I think they'll be a good couple. He don't want to get married. She's trying to force a marriage. I don't think he wants to get married. He keeps telling her that he wants to get married on the moon. Wait, in space. He wants to go to space to get married. Let me tell you, and she talking about, well, how are we going to go to space to get married? Everybody can't make it to space. Bonnie can't make it. Bitch, you're not, if a man tell you that you're going to space to get married, that means he not marrying you. Ain't no how we going to make it to the moon. You're not going. Stop playing. You're not going to the moon. The nigga told her that they're going to go get married on the moon. Get out of here. Get out of here. All the way out. Go. Get out. I'm not playing with y'all, okay? Get out of here. They're not getting married on the moon. Get out. All right. So after that, so that part is entertaining to me. That this man, he be like, "Yo, we gonna get married in 2025 in space. I want to get married in space." It's like, nigga, what? I wish somebody would tell me, "Yeah, we get married, baby. We gonna go take round trip tickets to the moon." Nigga, I'm not going to the moon. What you talking about? Nigga, you better stop playing with me, nigga. Going to the moon. Yo, these people is crazy. All right. And so let's move on to the girls. So then you got Jade, which is she's not an ugly girl, but she's a peculiar vibe. Okay. She's a little bit to be a dancer. Okay, I'm gonna move on from that because I'm not gonna do that. She needs a little bit more body. She needs something. She needs to lose some body and get some body. She needs to be reproportioned. Okay, I think she needs a little bit more in the back and a little more at the top, and then a little off the sides. It should be a piece. Okay, should be a dime. Put some here, put some there, remove some here. You know what I mean? Keep wearing the black. Okay, keep the black. Lose the blonde, you know what I mean? Keep the braces, lose the glasses. You in. Period, Poe. You in. And get off the streets, okay? You cannot be on the streets no more and you on this show. You cannot be walking the streets of Miami for $40, okay? You have to stop that. You are on national app TV and you walking the streets for $40. And you surprised that Joseline Hernandez has brought the cameras. Girl, you can't be surprised that she brought them cameras over there because you signed up for this, but at the same time, you don't care because you walk in the streets for $30 and $40. It's not a good look, sweetie, okay? And any nigga that's gonna allow you to be out there walking the streets for $30 and $40, ain't a nigga that you need to be around. There's a lot of things going on. Your girlfriend got an OnlyFans. You know, you can do the OnlyFans. There's a different type of way on now. Okay, you don't have to walk no more. You can text, you can video, you can Skype. There's a lot of different ways to haul. Okay, so you probably don't need to do that anymore. Get up off them streets and get up on those apps. You know what I'm saying? You get off these streets and get on these sites. Okay, and you make your coin from home, okay? But in order to make that coin from home, remember, a little at the top, a little at the back, and a little off the sides. Keep it black. Lose the glasses, and you in. All right, so that's Jade. Now, as far as a Lucky, I like Lucky. See, I like all these girls. Let me tell you something. I like all these girls. They're gonna think... And I like them, and they be nice to me on Instagram, but I got to keep it real. There's a little mental illness there for Lucky, I feel like. She's so sweet. She's so pretty, but there's something in her that is a broken little girl. So, you know, she's dating a 51-year-old man. Now, according to her and she's 23, he's 51. Now, apparently, they're not in a relationship. This is not, in the words of the man, the 51-year-old, this is not boyfriend and girlfriend, but this is not pimping and hoeing either. Well, by golly, R. Kelly, what is it? What in it? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Is it? Well, let's use the famous terminology and the verbiage of the season of the year. This is an opportunity. It's an opportunity. I don't know an opportunity for who or what, but it's an opportunity for her, I guess, to not be homeless and to drive Maseratis, and then he can feel forever young. However, what you didn't know is, and he slipped out that he's got a daughter older than her and a daughter his age, or a kid his age. So she could be a stepmama younger than his actual kids. How do you do that at the family reunion? Anyway, that's some tea. But it's something to be said about a 51-year-old man that just wants to be sticking his thing in a 23-year-old. That's something weird about that. That means you'll mess with not that you would literally mess with your daughter, but it's like that could be your daughter. Like literally you got a daughter older than her. So that's weird. Okay. And then he just lets her go to the strip club. He lets her do it. Just go, head on to the club. Go and show yourself and go ho. Go do it. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Go for it. So he allows it. That's some interesting stuff. So then she goes and asks him, and then they tried to play it. This is on not the episode from last night, the episode before. They tried, they really made sure that they covered him because they wanted him on TV, right? So what they did was they made her act like she was so thankful for him, and he's the only one there for her, and he's this and he's that, and he's like such a great person for her, and she would have been nothing without him. That's because they were going to exploit him, and they're exploiting her, and they didn't want him to look like a weirdo, but you already do. Okay, you look like a weirdo. You're 51 years old with a 23-year-old girl that is mentally ill. To be ashamed of yourself, talking about this ain't Pippin and Horn, but this ain't boyfriend and girlfriend either. What is it then? Why you sending her off to the strip club? They think it's got to be ashamed of themselves, but that's not even the kicker. The kicker, this is the kicker. This is the kicker. So the kicker is, girl, I'm telling you, this show is a messy, 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 messy show. So the kicker is, at the end of all that they talk and they do the scene, so then Lucky gonna say, this is why I say she have mental illness. So she gonna say, do you see yourself marrying somebody like me? And he gonna say, yeah, but I told you it won't be only one. What in the R. Kelly is going on here? And she talking about, I think she almost said, well, thank you, Daddy. These women have to do better. These women need fathers. You know what I'm saying? These niggas, I don't know what happened. I don't know about the full story. Maybe the dads and stuff was not around, but I need an uncle, a brother, a grandfather. Somebody. These men and some of these women's life have literally failed them, and now you're leaving these women broken, and they're on this show being pimped out by real pimps and Joseline Hernandez for our viewing pleasure. It is what it is. Now, Chastity and Daisy, they have a little bit more coof about themselves. They're still hoes, according to Joseline Hernandez, but they're just a different type of level hoe. They're just not going to just put it all out there and ho. They're more discreet about it. They have a little bit more tenacious about themselves. However, they're still on the show with the rest of the hoes, and they're not getting paid with the rest of the hoes, so they're no different. They just got on some makeup and a little bit more expensive shit. Okay, now Chastity says that she's not a dancer anymore. She's into real estate. I don't know if we're going to get into that on the show, but that's what she told us, and we'll just go with it. Daisy has 3 kids, and she's 23. And I think she is a hoe. But I like Daisy, too. Their storylines are pretty boring, though. It's nothing really going on. They're just supposed to be the mean girls. So I think we need a little bit more. We need to get into more of their tea. But I don't feel like they want, to be exploited in that way. And I totally get it. But they got to understand that this is the part of the show. Either they're going to have to spice it up and start dragging Joseline off camera, or they're going to have to, off of the show, or hopefully it looks a lot better. But hopefully up and coming, the episodes get a little bit more interesting, because right now it's not really doing that well. So you guys might need to take this clip and throw this in the episode and have the girls beefing over this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you guys be filming as it goes. So girl, step the production up. We need a little bit more drama. We need some more insight, but we're watching, all right? Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and you guys can catch the show every weekday at, I don't know what time, on the Zeus Network. They don't pay me to tell the time, but it's $3.99. Pay $3.99 so you know who I'm talking about when we get into some things. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.